So this is how my morning's starting out. I have a big old flat tire. And so far I've been out here for about 30 minutes trying to get all this figured out. And about probably 30 minutes drove by and not one single person has offered to help. And the man that told me that I had a flat tire just said, "Hey ma'am, do you realize you have a flat tire?" while I was pumping my gas. So now I'm trying to get the tire undone here. I'm pretty sure that there is no gentleman left in the world. We'll see what happens. I'm in Nashville and 80 bazillion people, and that's just how things roll now, I guess. Pretty amazing. So I take it back. Actually, a homeless man pushing a garbage can stopped and asked if he could help me. Trying to get myself changing it, but it's not going to work. So there is a gentleman in the world, and it's a homeless man. 20 minutes in, I'm having to take a break because you don't realize how high you've got to jack up an Expedition to get the new good tire back on. And I don't know how much this thing weighs, but it's freaking crazy how hard it is to crank the jack, the little bitty baby jack, to lift up this big old thing. Life is good though. I could have had the blowout while Gray was with me, and that would have been a disaster. And I'm prepared. Got my little blanket and my gloves. And I'm trying to be positive, but it's really hard when it's 20 degrees outside on a Monday morning. Fun times. So I've almost got it. And here's the man right there. The old black man that is the only one that asked me at any point if I needed help, and came back by and said, "I see you almost got it, man. Do you need some help?" And I made sure I told him he is the only gentleman in Nashville. So the moral to the story is, all you men out there who have not taught your daughter how to change a tire, get on it. Because nobody's going to stop to help them, and they are going to be stranded on the side of the road. Alright, so my tire's changed. There's the old one. Here's the new one. I just aired it back up. I guess the biggest moral to the story is not that the dads should teach their kids, boys and girls, how to change their own tire, but I guess the biggest thing that I learned from this is that it's rush hour in Nashville, and all these people have not stopped to help me, and a homeless man did. And it's not, I guess it made a big impact on me because he maybe hasn't chosen his life. Maybe it chose him, just like I didn't choose to have a flat tire. And just like a lot of things in life that, you know, you don't necessarily, I'm having to move because there's some man behind me waiting for the air up thing. How ironic is that, you know. But it just makes you know that we don't necessarily know what's in store for us day to day, but we can be kind, compassionate, caring people no matter what, and we can always make a difference in somebody's life every single day. And that man who was pulling his garbage can I forgot one thing. I forgot to take my little tire stoppers up so that the car didn't roll. But you can always make a difference in somebody's life. And just because somebody is homeless on the street, I got to feel what it was like for an hour, standing out in the freezing cold. And thank God I get back into my car where I'm warm. But it just shows where we've gone as a society, that I actually seen people, men, women, whatever, drive by me, hundreds of them, drive by me, turn their heads away so that it didn't have to look like they seen me, and drive on. And that's what 99% of people in the world do to these people. Just because you don't see them, or they don't see you seeing them, doesn't mean they're not there. They're still there. They're still standing out in the cold. They're still struggling. They're still trying to get by, just like I was, trying to get that tire changed. Reach out to them every once in a while. Make a difference. For the day, I feel horribly guilty for a couple of different reasons right now. The first reason, when I was driving home from work, and I had the realization that that homeless man dragging his garbage can was carrying his life in a garbage can. And it just kind of grabs my heart, because it just puts a lot of things in perspective for me. This whole day has just been so profound. That guy's carrying his garbage can around and has his whole life inside there. And I doubt very much that he's chosen to be in that situation, given the chance to have a big, nice home and a career and intelligence and all the things that we all take for granted every day. Just warmth. It was 20-some degrees, low 20s, when I was out there and when he was walking along. And he took the time to reach out to me. And I feel guilty because I didn't even allow him to help me. I wish that I would have allowed him to help me. He was very frail looking, looked like he was probably 70 years old. But I guess the thing that I feel most guilty about is that not only did I not let him help me, but I didn't reach out to him. I didn't ask him what his name was. I didn't try to get to know him. And that could have been one of the biggest profound moments in my life if I would have said, hey, yeah, I could use your help, and went and got him a coffee and gave him a cigarette and just let him talk to me. And then I pull into my driveway and feel a relief come over my body because I'm home. I'm safe. And he doesn't get that. He doesn't get to pull into his driveway and be safe and be home and be loved, be touched, be all the things that we take for granted every day. Here in a little while, me and my family will have a hot meal, and we'll sit at a nice clean table and we'll have heat. doesn't get that. And there's so many people, not just in Nashville, but all over the world that don't get that. And we just take so much for granted every day. And I thank God for this moment. I thank God for providing me with this experience. I'm so glad that I had a flat tire. And it's crazy. I mean, I never would even think in a million years that I would be doing a video for one, but saying how thankful I am that I had a flat tire, because I got to see the world and people in a different light. And I just wish the best for that man, and if I ever run across him again, I probably will hug him, because he made a difference in my life that probably I'll never forget. And I want to be able to do that for people someday. And I hope that God provides me with that. Just take all of this and think about it. Think about what you can do every day in your daily life to make a difference in somebody's life. The smile, the hey, how are you doing, the pat on the back, the dollar to the person that's selling the contributor on the corner, or the dollar to the person that's holding a sign that says, God bless you, I'm hungry. There's so many ways that we can make a difference, and we just opt to let this fast, crazy lifestyle that we live take over and stop making a difference. And if everybody would just start trying to make a difference, just a small difference every single day, the world would be an amazingly different place. Reach out to somebody today and feel what I'm feeling right now. You will never regret it. Never. Just try it. Try to make a difference. Be that person.